Hi everybody, it's Dina and I'm back with another video. This is my finished BOD pattern of the week. Week 9 or 10. I'm so bad. The title will be right and everything. So this is a series that I do. I do a BOD pattern from Crystal at BOD, one of her patterns that she has on her Etsy shop every week. And then I show you guys and tell you what I thought of it, if I made changes, you know, why I chose the yarn I chose, so on and so forth. And we randomly pick it with Alexa. So last week was actually week 10, and it was the crochet ribbed women's newsboy hat. And I had issues. I had issues with this, I must tell you. Let me show you a picture of hers to refresh your memory. Now, this is crooked and I apologize. She used Red Heart Boutique, which is a bulky 5. And I first started making it using the Sweet Roll Frosty, which is a 4-weight. And my thought process was every time I make something of Crystal's, if I do it exactly like hers, it usually ends up bigger. So I thought that would be fine. She used a 6.5 millimeter hook, so I used a 5.5. And this is what I came up with. And it's horrible. Like, this just doesn't do anything. I don't know. It's just too flimsy. This I love. So this is using one strand, just doing it regular. I put it on, but literally I can't even put it on. So this was a flop, but I was determined. I'm like, well, I'm going to try it another way. Since she used a 5, I had 2 of these, so I held 2 together, and I used a 6 millimeter hook, not a 6.5, a 6, and it came out much better. And I am going to insert a couple of pictures here because my mom is visiting and she put it on. She actually really likes hats with rims, so you're looking at the pictures now. So it came out better, definitely better than the first one. I still felt like something was off. I'm not sure what. It just might be the style of hat that I'm just not a big fan of. But this is with it held 2 strands together. I really like the way this yarn works up. And I was lucky that these were caked the same, so it pretty much had the same colors throughout, so it really worked out well. So yeah, so you can see the difference. You definitely need a bulkier yarn to make it fit more. I think, okay, so she has you do a decrease row at the very end, and that made it a little tight for my mom, but she said it was okay after a little bit. I think I kind of wish Crystal had the measurement with, you know, after she did the number of rows that she did, to say how big it was before she started the this brim, but she did not. So I didn't know. I did one less row because it was getting way too long, and you'll see it on my mom's. I think it fits her pretty good. This might be a little too long. Maybe I should have stopped another row. But if she had the measurement, I think that would have been easier, because then you can use any yarn and then just go until you reach that measurement. But I definitely, you know, it came out better. Let's see. I don't know if you could tell on this tiny head, because yeah, you could tell that the brim is better. It just looks like a slouchy because this head is abnormally small. Or I shouldn't say abnormally, because there are people with tiny heads like that, but not the average. And this, you can see, I don't know if you can see the difference. This just didn't work out as well. Looks better on her. So yeah, so I made 2. It's cute. You know, being honest, it's not my favorite type of pattern. I don't know if it's just because of the build, this part or not, but I know I won't make it again. It won't be in my repeat pattern, but it's cute. It's definitely cute. After I purchased it on Etsy, a lot of other hats with rims or bills came on my site, and some of them have like a bigger one, and this is smaller, and it kind of look cute. But I would definitely try it. It's really fast, like really fast. It's good. She needed to change. She needed to change her hat. She's had the same hat on forever. So yeah, it's really, really fast, and it's very easy. So I would give it a try if you're interested in seeing if you can make one of those hats. I mean, it looks really great on her mannequin. Looks really cute. Okay, so that was week number 10. And we are going to pick the next pattern. Alexa, pick a number from 1 to 187.
Here's a number between 1 and 187. It's 45.
Alrighty. Oh dear God, it's another hat. It's a hat and cowl. I'm gonna have her pick another one. I normally don't do this, but I did. My big purple binder was also a hat. And we're kind of getting out of hat season. So if it ends up being a hat again, so be it. But let's try. Number from 1 to 187.
Here's a number between 1 and 187. It's 147.
It's a hat. Oh my goodness. Well, I think she has a lot of hats. Okay. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the first one that she picked, which was 40 something. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the cowl part, not the hat part. And maybe I will try to adjust it to make it more springy. Now, speaking of, I also just posted a video showing you a pattern that I designed for my mom because she wanted a spring cowl, something that she could wear in the spring or the summer. When she's in air conditioning, her neck always gets cold. She always likes something on it. And she's just generally always cold. So I made her something, and I did post a link to my pattern. So those of you, some of you purchased it. So I want to thank you very much. It's $2.49 at Ravelry. I will be doing a tutorial with that. But so what I'm thinking is, I think I might, because this looks very warm and snuggly, this one. And we're kind of getting out of that season unless you're in Australia. So I think I'm just going to do the cowl, and I'm going to put it like make it a little bit lightweight if I can. So let's look up the pattern, or I'll look up the pattern to purchase it so I can tell you what yarn she used and everything. Okay, I found it and I purchased it. Here's the pattern. And let's see, she used a 15.75 millimeter hook and 2 balls of Premier So Woolly. That is a super bulky 6. The cowl measures 14 inches long and 8 inches wide. And she does say how we can adjust the length of the cowl by chaining your chain count at the beginning of the project. And then there's the hat. So I'm just going to do the cowl. And like I said, I'm not going to make it thick and squishy, though this looks beautiful. It kind of looks like the camel stitch. It's really pretty. Let's see. I won't be using like the 15 millimeter hook and stuff and a heavyweight yarn. I'm going to try and make this 2 measurements in a lightweight yarn. And I have some choices. I I might make it in cotton. This is pretty. So I might make it in this cotton that I got on clearance for 99 cents. Because I definitely have enough of that. So yeah, so that's week number 11. As always, I will have last week's pattern and this week's pattern linked down below so you can easily purchase it on Etsy and support Crystal and her business. And we'll see how this turns out. I'm interested to see. Now it might come out like a flop because this kind of stitch the whole point of it is to have like, it's like back loop only, is to show like the ribbing. And when you use lighter yarn, it doesn't usually show as well as the thicker yarn. So we'll see. It's worth trying and seeing how it turns out. This yarn, this cotton is pretty good with stitch definition, so it might turn out pretty good. All right, so that's it. As always, if you guys make any of these, post them on my Facebook group. That will be linked down below. And stay tuned. At the end of this video, I'm going to have some random pictures. It's not going to be just BOD pictures. It's going to be some items that people have posted. I ran into a problem the other day on my temperature blanket crochet along video. It cut off all the pictures at the end of my video, and I didn't notice it until it was uploaded and published, so I didn't want to change it. But I'll show you guys those some other way. But the end of this one, I'm going to show you some random projects people have posted on my Facebook group because so many talented people, and it gives a lot of inspiration. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys are doing great, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.